Hi beautiful people, how are you doing? My name is Brenda and this is Reality with Brenda, where we keep life real and honest. If you're watching me for the first time, please feel welcomed and feel loved because we love guests here. And if you are my returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so and click that bell so that you will be notified when I upload another video. So guys, today is another beautiful day with another beautiful video. And guys, I'm talking, but I'm not sijafurahia sana because ukiona mtu kwa nje usijua nini yake inaendelea ndani ya mwili yake. So do I really have to suffer back pain at this age? I'm not even 30, but I'm really suffering about back ache. So yesterday, no, on Monday when I was coming from Machakos County, I left my mother's house at around before 8 a.m. and guess what? We got to Thika and the traffic was really bad. We stayed on that traffic like more than 30 minutes. We're not moving, we just stuck at one place. And so kufika Nairobi, I was in Nairobi at 12 p.m. guys. And so kwa nyumba nilifika saa 7. I was feeling like nilikuwa nasikia vibaya. My stomach was in pain, my back was in pain, everything was, I was feeling like cold, mwili mzima ilikuwa ni baridi tu. I was shaking and everything, and nimevaa sweater ingine juu, nimevaa socks and I have like a baggy trouser inafika hadi kwa mguu, but the cold was colding. Hadi nikasema hii ndio ile season unapatanga mtu unajipata kwa jirani ukienda kuomba charger. So yeah, I even thought that it was a period. Akumata ikuanga period. I wasted my pad. I don't want to remember. Nilikuwa nasikia vibaya sana, like vibaya. Even my cousin sister told me that so when they were seeing, I actually told her that I was healed by the stripes of Jesus. She was like, oh, your faith has healed you. So sikutumia dawa yote, but I was feeling like I was in pain. And so because I sat on that bus for a very long time, mimi mgongo yangu na kukaa kwa magari kina nikibounce hivi, we're not friends. So now tell me why this morning when I was coming back here, guys, nimepanda gari na nikapata basi imejaa. It was already full, so kuna seat tu ya nyuma peke yake, so I had to sit on the back seat. And kufika kwa bumps, gari ilikuwa inaruka kama gari ilikuwa inaruka kwa bumps vibaya sana. So yeah, kufika Tao, I was coming from Gumo. Kufika Tao, I was lucky enough nikapata gari kuna kiti ya at least mbele kidogo, but mgongo ikaanza shida hapo sasa. Alafu to make it worse, nimejifunga pia belt. Hiyo ndio moja tumaliza. So nimekaa chini, gari inaruka kwa bumps, nimejifunga belt, shida ikaanzia hapo. So nimefika hapa hivi nasikia hata mgongo inaniuma vibaya sana. Nasikia inaniuma mpaka na tumbo. So nashinda nikikimbia kwa choo na kuangalia if my period is coming ama nasikia vitu gani hizi nasikia, because msiniulize why I'm guessing at sijui period time yangu ni gani. Anajua mtu anaweza kuwa na kuna kwa kitu kinaitwa there's something that is called hormonal imbalance. So yeah, and guys, you are shocked. Kama yetu kitu last time nilienda, I saw my period, sikumbuki nilienda. And I'm not scared because siwezi kuwa pregnant because mimi sijifanya hizo mambo zenyu. So yeah, I came here and nasikia vibaya bad. So I'm trying just to eat something like this hot tea, nione maybe kama ni baridi itoke. Njia baridi inafanya mtu aume na mgongo, aume na nini. Amzinabeni kitu mnafikiria. I know what you are thinking, guys, and hii sio hiyo kitu, but inaweza kuwa hata niyo pia. You know, it's been a long lakini si hiyo. I've been always having this back issues since I gave birth to my daughter, so imekuanga tu hapo shida ya mgongo kila mara, so nasikia nikate mgongo nitupe huko mbali, because guys, how can I be suffering back pain at this early age? Na nikifika huko 40 sitakuwa siwezi inama. Nitakuwa siwezi inama. Because tell me why. Kila saa nikibeba maji kwa stairs, ndio penye tunakaa ni kwa stairs, so nikibeba maji naumwa na mgongo. Nikinama like mimi kufanya kazi ya kuinama sana naumwa na mgongo. Nikisimama sana same case. Nikifanya kazi nzito, yani guys, na mimi bado sijabeba mimba nyingine, na mimi nataka kuwa na watoto kama 3 hivi. Nitamanage ama nitatafuta surrogate guy. Mimi nasikianga tu mgongo inanibo tu. Mnipe tu ile remedies, ile nipatie solution, the best solution yenye I think inaita nini, don't mention the, like give me a best solution without mentioning hospital, because mimi na hospital I don't remember the last time I was in hospital. It was like when I was mimi mwenyewe nikijipeleka hospital when I gave birth 2 weeks after I gave birth to my daughter, when guys, I really had bad experience when I was giving birth to my daughter. Nilisaidiwa na watu walikuwa attachment. They were students and they were not like professional kwa hiyo kazi, so when they walisaidia kujifungua mtoto, it was a public hospital and unajua kuna vile wanapanguzanga mtu, they wipe kwa tumbo hapo hivyo and uchafu itoke, placenta na uchafu yote zitoke, madamu and everything, so they didn't do that to me ama for me they didn't like do it very well as it's supposed to be. So after 2 weeks I had infections on my womb, so I had to go to the hospital. Nikatibiwa for 2 days. It was bad. Nilikuwa nalalanga hiyo usiku, naamka damu imejaa everywhere, kwa kitanda imepita paka kwa mattress, iko paka kwa mattress. Yani I was standing like, ikisimama hivi the blood was inateremka, it was flowing like a river, unaona, kama maji kwa tap, ina flow paka inajaa chini, napewa kitu nisimamie. They didn't do me justice, lakini ni sawa tu, because I know they lazima wafanye kazi, lazima wasome and everything. So ndio nikatibiwa. So tangu siku pia nikaanguka. Yaani shida yangu ni mingi yake guys. Mimi kina manga Mungu nikipata mimba nyingine niko na pesa akinijipeleke. Kwa na pengine nijipeleke kwa usenye nataka. Siku na kwenye hautaki because of the hali. So guys, this is cassava. This is cassava. Nimepita kwa barabara nikapatana na mama mwingine anachoma cassava, anachemsha alafu anazichoma kama ana deep fry kwa mafuta. So nikasema acha nizichukue ni promote, because it's good to promote our mothers there. So nikasema acha ni promote, and amenikea cassava mingi, shangaa nitakula na nani hizi zote. So here, this is my morning. It is on Wednesday. My morning is like this. Nimefika hapa nikiwa mgonjwa. Hapa nasikia nimeshiba, hata guys, ndio mtakimwona mwili ikisikia uchungu, hata mtu asikienge hata kukula. Nilikuwa nikitoka kwa nyumba, nikitoka huko kwenye nimetoka kwa nyumba, nilikuwa na ile psych, because the day is here. This is arise and shine, for your light has come. I saw my light. I arised. But when nilipanda gari tu kwanza ku travel, light ikaanza kukua giza kidogo. So I think hizi ndazifunga vizuri, nipeleke sister zangu wakule pia wao. Pause. Sasa kula tutanisumbua tena tumbo na nini, sijui nini anisumbua sasa. Na leo niko na mishoni mingi, because hata sija introduce video yangu leo ilikuwa kuhusu nini. So my today's video is about Guys, what would you tell or what would you advise those parents wenye wanaishi kwa tuseme wanaishi kwa nyumba yenye ni dogo, like maybe you are living in a single room and you have like a family kubwa like unaishi kwa nyumba ndogo and you have like many, kuna watoto wengi. What would you advise them? Because you know, I've been siko ubaya, but I've been seeing things happening with kids which I don't like, and I'm not comfortable with, you know. I've seen like young kids doing things like mambo za watu wakubwa. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if you can relate with my, you know, my story, because I've seen even a 3-year-old boy doing to other girls bad things, you know, mambo za watu wakubwa. I don't know how to explain this, but I've been seeing like a small boy like removing akitoa nguo ya msichana mdogo and everything, because of, you know, it's because of the things, you know. Sometimes I blame parents for this, you know. I blame parents for these actions, because why can't you like make it like, you know, dream that, because you know I've never been, that's so I can't really know exactly what is happening there. But guys, please avoid doing things in front of your kids, you know. I'm not comfortable with this. I'm not judging, but I'm just not comfortable, because you know we have kids out there. We have our daughters, we have our sons, you know, and it's not good to be to see other kids doing, you know, these kids are the ones that playing with our daughters, our sons, and everything. So at least you need to teach them. You need to like do your things in a private, you know, privately. Don't allow your kids to see things like they are not supposed to see. Like there was a time, like I think it was last week, I saw it was just a small boy doing like it was a boy and a girl, you know, and both of them are living in, you know, their parents are wameishi kwa, how do I say it, wanaishi kwa nyumba, they are living in a single room, all of them, you know, and they, you know, all of them are having more than 2 kids, understand? So you know, in a single room having more than 2 kids, it's very tricky, very, very, very tricky. To maybe, you know, I understand you are also a human being, and sometimes you know, our body is not the same, you know. What I can do is what you can do, I can't, you know. If I can maybe vumilia maybe you can't, you know. So but I think we should be looking for like njia ile yenye itafanya nobody's being affected, you know. Like, you know, kids learn wanajifuzanga sana, they learn too fast. So when you do, like, you know, and they also pretend a lot. A kid, once a kid notice that you are doing something and they want to know what exactly you are doing, they will pretend that they are sleeping. They pretend that they are sleeping so that you can do what you are doing, and they will be now wanakuwa nachungulia waone unafanya nini. And when you do that, when they see that, they will go and try to other kids. They will go and try with other kids, and they will influence other kids kwa hizo mambo. And then when this kid, you know, that's why we are having like cases of early pregnancy and everything, because you know, once a kid anaanza kuintroduce vitu kama hizo, aanze kuona vitu kama hizo, they will want to try it with other kids. And when they try, they see how these things are, they will be doing that kila mara. And when this kid wanafika teenagers, in their teenagers, you know, they will do these things. And once a girl anaanza kuona period zake, that is when mambo inaribikanga hapo, you know. She will try with this boy, And when she tries, she's seeing now her periods, her eggs are active now, she will get pregnant at an early age. You will blame the kid of doing things and like wanafanya mambo mbaya mbaya yafai kuwa wanafanya, but the problem is not the kid. The problem are as parents, because we introduce them to these things. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't know how I can say this so that people can understand me. I'm not I don't like this story to repeat itself every time. Kids, sometimes kids cannot talk, wanaongea sana, but what they know, what they are thinking in their minds, they have seen many things that they're not supposed to be seeing. Like unapata some guys, I don't know if I'm making sense, and if I'm making, then thank you for understanding me. So I don't know what is the best advice we can give to those people, because sometimes I'm not judging, but I'm just saying, me, when a man approaches me, or a man want to date me, I'm not stable financially, but I cannot date a man who is not financially stable. Why? Because I don't want to go and, again, I'm not judging, this is why I prefer. So I prefer to stay single than to be with an unstable and financially stable man, because we will be struggling. We will get kids. The kids will be living in that single room, more than 2 kids. I have my kid. When I get married, this man will want me to give him his own kids. And when I give him his own kids, when he's not financially stable, we will now living with that single room. And when married people are doing different things every day, and so when we do our things in that same house, these kids will now be watching secretly. Maybe we'll never notice, but they will be watching, because the kids are growing. And again, one thing I want to urge you parents, please don't stop sleeping with kids of 2 years and above in your bed. You can see like someone, your son or your daughter is like 3 years or 4 years, and you're still sleeping with them in the same bed, and you are married. Guys, this is wrong. I don't know if someone is maybe getting pissed off with what I'm saying, but I know this is wrong. I'll not be afraid of saying this and again. It is very wrong. Let's save our kids from this like early pregnancies, infections and everything, because some kids are even born with some infections in their body. They are not that healthy kids, so it was not their fault. Maybe their parents didn't know. Sometimes they are like parents who don't go to the clinic and everything. They just when they get pregnant, they just analea tu mimba zao alafu wanazaa. They don't go to clinics. So when they give birth to kids, maybe they have some issues. I'm not judging again. So you get like this, but please guys, if I'm not judging, and I'm not judging anyone here. I'm just saying the truth. Kids are like, other kids are born with some diseases in their body, and when you are when your kid, or when this one, this kid will now, if this kid is born with some disease in their body, in or area, and this one is being is watching things that their parents are doing, so maybe he wants to try with this kid, this other kid, and when they try this mambo ya watu wakubwa, that is when they get infected. This now two are now infected. So you'll be wondering why my kid is sick and I'm not sick. because of the things that is going on. And you know, when this one is still, when this one not, or when this child or this kid knows that I can do this with many people, or maybe with different girls or different boys. They try it with someone else and they infect them again. So you know, a teenager is someone like, maybe being a teenager at that age, huwezi sema ati this kid is, acha tuwe tukampime manini, because they don't know nothing, they do not know anything. Like, you know, a 13-year-old boy cannot go to a chemist and ask for a condom. No, he can't, because he will be asked, where are you going to, where are you taking this, where are you buying this, who told you to buy this, you know. So he can't buy something like that, you know. And that's where, you know, you see, like, many kids are affected with maybe some infections, and you'll be wondering where they got the infection from, you know, because they are very innocent, but they don't know what is happening, you know. Maybe even a 13-year-old girl, when she's doing this thing, she is not even thinking about pregnancy and everything. So once the pregnancy comes, that's when she will realize that, oh, so it was like this, you know. My cousin told me that she used to think that someone gets pregnant when they want kids. So when you think about, I want a kid, that's when you get pregnant. She never thought that when you do when you do this and this, you will get pregnant. She used to think that when you want a kid, when you think about having a kid, that is when you will now get pregnant and give birth to the child that you want. So yeah, I'm just asking you guys, please, if you have a better solution for the parents that are not able to afford maybe a bigger house and everything, what best advice could you give them? If you are in their position, what would you do to avoid this thing that is going on between parents and kids, you know? So what the best solution would you give to them? Because we need to stop this thing that is going on with our kids. We need to protect our kids and make sure that yes, they are safe. You know, we are their guardian, and we have to make them feel safe. So tell us on the comment section, what would you advise them to do, or to do, that it will not affect anyone. You understand that it will not affect them, and it will not also affect their kids, or I mean that everyone will be safe. You understand? So tell us what you think, and what is your thought and suggestion. Maybe if you want to tell them, I could tell them that you can book a room if possible. You can book. This thing is just once, not every day. So you can. My advice to them, I can advise them to maybe if you want to do something like if you want to have your moment with your partner, you can book a room somewhere at affordable, cheaper one, maybe even if you're going to pay like 100 shillings or 200. Yeah, you can book a room, or you can wait when the kids are maybe in school and everything, or maybe when they go to church, or when the schools are closed, you can send them to the village, to their grandmas or something like, or to a park, to the relative, and you can do your things. Because we want to do something like that. It will not affect any of us. So thank you for watching, guys, and tell me if you think this video is helpful, or I'm just making noise here. Let me know, where are you watching from? Are you watching from Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, South Africa, America, India, Philippines, or Pakistan? Tell me where you're watching from, and make sure you like this video, and make sure you subscribe to this channel. And also, guys, follow me on my Instagram account, because we are here to support each other. My names are Brenda Bree _ official. Brenda Bree BREEH_official. So if you follow me, I will make sure I follow you back. So till next time, bye.